As usual, we always dedicate our second teachings into leadership because we are preparing ourselves to represent God's leadership on earth. So it will be good to teach people something about leadership. The number one thing you should know about leadership is your behavior as a person. Behavior, character. Character. You see that people in leadership are always disgracing themselves. Why? They didn't have character before they went into leadership. So let us check our character. Especially when you are in leadership, guide your words. Because everything you say can later be used against you. So it is one important thing that we should be careful about. There was demonstrations. Somebody will say, okay, why? Because the people have a constitutional right to demonstrate. Nobody has the right to stop anybody from demonstrating. In fact, the police are supposed to even go and protect the people who are demonstrating. That's the constitution. That's the law. So that nobody will attack them for demonstrating for their rights. But when you look at Africa, it's another thing. It's another thing. Even in America, you see police driving a vehicle into demonstrators. That's foolishness. You, the police, you'll be dealt with. Yes. Sometimes people forget themselves that there are videos now. Videos are there. Camera. People can easily video you. So you have to be careful. The people went to demonstrate last week, and their demonstration made traffic blockage. When you look at the police press release, it's interesting. The police said that the people were demonstrating and they blocked people in the traffic. But the police blocked people more than the people. Yes. The police blocked this road here. Went and blocked the road in Kanda. Block 37. And if the people were demonstrating there and said they are blocked, then look at what you have done. What kind of intelligence did they pick? And they disturbed the whole public. And they are now blaming the other demonstrators they are disturbing public. And then in their press release, they said, oh, the public shouldn't listen to what people said. They have arrested an old woman with a child. But it is not true. They should discard it. It's not true. Then in their third paragraph, they said, and they granted the old lady and the child bail. So you didn't arrest them. How did you give them bail? So you see, leadership. I don't know whether when they did the document, they didn't take their time to read it. Contradictory. You say you didn't arrest the old lady and the small child. But what happened and then you gave them bail? Did you invite them? Oh, it's very interesting. Oh, we didn't arrest a pregnant woman because we didn't know who was pregnant. Oh yeah? Yes, in the court you must prove by doctor's report that you are pregnant. When it comes to court, because court deals with legality, they want evidence. But that does not mean the police didn't have police ladies standing there and they didn't see the woman pregnant. When we watch on the TV, didn't we see the woman pregnant? We saw it. So if you, the police, say you didn't see, then how do you detect intelligence? Because intelligence is by seeing. You, the police, you are trained to see a criminal when he's even walking. You must be able to see that this is a thief from his walking, his behavior. Then now you are not able to see a woman with a protruded side. But then what can you see again? You see, when you are in leadership and you are not careful, you will embarrass and disgrace yourself. They have arrested demonstrators, and the president is the leader of all demonstrations. Yes, and he wasn't arrested. Yes, and today he's arresting, allowing people to arrest people. What kind of leadership is that? And this same man said that don't be spectators. Be what? Citizens. Participate. Now the people are participating and they are arresting them. What was the matter of the demonstration? Our water bodies are being destroyed. That's the whole matter of it. Oh yes, it's possible opposition can filtrate and cause trouble. Yes, that is why you are police professionally trained. You must speak intelligence and locate those that are infiltrators. That's why you are police. If you can't do this, then you don't qualify. This is leadership. Yes, the opposition can filtrate the demonstrators and cause mayhem. Yes, but it is your duty as the police to gather intelligence, and even they who infiltrate to create trouble, you must handle them policely. The police is supposed to protect and respect the human rights of every citizen. That's your job. In your policing, that's what they taught you. Not to talk about the Constitution demanding you to do that. In the policing, you have been taught to respect and protect the human rights of the citizens. So what are we talking about? This is the mess that we have in Africa and all over the world. That's why the government of heaven must take over. Amen. Because human beings keep on making mistakes, unnecessary mistakes. Joseph told the king Pharaoh, find a man discreet and wise. Why? Leadership is got to do with discreet people and wise people. When you are a leader, everything you do must show discreetness. Everything you do must show wisdom. But is that what we see in our world? No. Another country can just get up and go and invade another country. That is not leadership. That is foolishness. That's why God says that when the wicked rule, the people what? Mourn. Why? Because the wicked are not leadership people. They are not people in leadership. They are evil people pursuing their selfish, evil agenda. The commonest command God gave all human beings is that be each other's keepers. Is that what we are? Our leaders are not busy arresting galamseyers. They are busy arresting people demonstrating against galamseyers. Can you imagine this? The criminals in the forest destroying our forests, our plantations, our water bodies. The police couldn't mobilize to go arrest them. They are arresting pregnant women and old ladies and children. What kind of policing is this? That is the problem when it comes to leadership in the world. Because leadership must act just and righteous. Because as a leader, you give an account one day, whether you like it or not. Whether you believe in what I'm saying or not, you will give an account one day.
Amen.
How come there is a court on earth How come there are judges and lawyers on earth? Because it is a photocopy of an original in heaven. Yes. God is the first judge. Yes. And there is a court. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, there will be judgment waiting for every one of us. That is why we cannot but do things right. As a leader, I am responsible to do things right. You, being raised as a leader, you are responsible in doing things right. Sometimes I look at politicians, I pity them. Yes. Because they don't think that they will be out of power. One of the most powerful people on African continent was Gaddafi, Muammar Gaddafi. Very powerful guy. But it took some small children to finish him. Very sad. Another powerful person was Saddam Hussein. No, people think they are powerful. But look, these are more powerful people. But when it was time, they became weaker than babies. Yes. So let's be careful as people in politics, people in leadership, because there's time for everything. You will not remain in power forever. Especially those of you in the police system. You go on retirement. In fact, sometimes when you see some old people suffering, when you cross-check, they are retired policemen. Yes, they didn't follow justice. Because when you mistreat people, they will continue to curse you. And whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, it will affect you. You know, Jesus met the soldiers and the police. They came to him and said, Master, what should we also do? He said, don't maltreat people. Treat people the way the Lord deserves. Treat everybody just. Jesus told the police and the securities and the military, he told them their portion. Oh, okay, yeah, 48 hours, we are supposed to give them bail, but there was a holiday. That's no excuse. The Constitution has provision that you can make an arrangement. That is why the Constitution says, protect and respect their human rights. So even if the 48 hours will fall in a weekend, you must make arrangement so that you don't deny them their 48 hours. Otherwise, you must free them. That is why we are governed by law. Law is there to protect human beings and their rights and their peace. The demonstration affected all of us, but that does not deny the people's rights. Even the highest offense, called treason, they give them bail. Yes. People who are attempting to overthrow the whole country's constitution, they give them bails. So sometimes, let's check the way we do things as leaders. Because there's time for everything. Yes. I have led demonstrations in the time of Jerry John Rawlings in the school. Yes, in time of revolution, we have led demonstrations. So I'm not an ignorant person when it comes to demonstration. Because demonstration is the right of the people. All right. Let me stop there.